Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel for an update on the development of Project Zomboid. Now in this video we'll be specifically covering the 41.78 update which reached the live branch recently, summarizing some of its key features and what it means for the game, and lastly we'll be taking a look at some sneak peeks that the team have given us for some features in development for Build 42. Now as always there will be a link in the description to the original blog post if you want to give that a read, and if you find the video useful or entertaining, please do consider dropping it a like and subscribing to the channel for more Project Zomboid updates, guides, and gameplay stuff. So, 41.78. If you're not aware already, this is the last patch for Build 41 that the team has planned outside of any upcoming hotfixes. This has been on the unstable branch for a couple of weeks, but is now on the stable branch of the game. Now, this means that for the foreseeable future, players like you and me won't see any meaningful changes made to the game. The team also take the opportunity in this blog post to reiterate that Build 42 is still some way off, but the decision has been made so that almost all of the dev team can focus on working with Build 42 instead of the current version, so that should mean that we get this sooner than what we would otherwise. Now if you're wondering what's actually in the 41.78 update, there is a link to the patch notes in the description of this video, or you can watch the previous video that I did on 41.78 when it first came to the unstable branch. There's a link for that in the description as well, or you can wait until the end of this video and it will be on the end screen. To sum up though, this update is mostly quality of life changes, fixes, and tweaks. The big hitters of the update are the ability to change all types of loot to incredibly rare, which is now an additional and the hardest difficulty setting for the game, and the ability to randomize zombie memory, sight, and hearing. This will essentially mean that you'll never know what type of zombie is around the corner. And again, if you want the full details, my other video will cover everything in this update from start to finish. So that takes us on to some of the features that the development team have shown us in this blog post that will be a part of the upcoming Build 42 when it reaches us. This week we're given the treat of 2 new videos showing off some of the features and behavior associated with animal NPCs. I'll leave these playing in the background whilst I talk about them shortly. The devs do give a bit of a disclaimer here that work is still needed on the way that animals turn and turn when moving, and when it comes to the way the animals are led around on a rope in this footage, the important note is that this is actually a debug feature and the developers haven't landed on the best way to herd animals just yet. Actually, whilst we're at it, what do you guys think of that? What would be the best way to herd animals in Project Zomboid? Should it be related to skills and have more than one method? Let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on this particular subject. Now the first bit of footage that we see here is essentially how we can lure animals using various food or baits. In the footage we're shown that specifically a lamb that RJ has so eloquently named Kebab being lured by a tuft of hay. But that's nothing to the incredibly major follow-up feature that we're given, which is the ability to pet animals. Honestly, without this feature being part of Build 42, I think I'd just stop playing. Jokes aside though, it does raise the question of what this might do for the player. Can we expect petting animals to reduce stress or anxiety perhaps? Make the character happier? Reduce boredom? I'd be interested to see how this plays out in the future. Now in previous updates we were given a bit of information with regards to the transportation of animals, but until now we haven't really seen any footage of how this would work. We've been given some more footage here, which is our second clip from this blog post, showing a pig being taken into a trailer. Once the animal is loaded into the trailer, a menu is briefly shown which displays all of the animals currently in said trailer as well, which is a pretty cool way of providing visual representation to the player. We see a few different trailers in this clip and animals being moved between them. This should allow players to move animals from their base to somewhere else, whether it's for the purpose of trading with other players, moving from one patch of land to another for grazing, who knows really. I'm interested in seeing further development on animals, both for what it could mean for human NPCs in the future and for the farming in the current state of the game, but only time will tell on how this is going to develop. There is one final subject mentioned in this blog post which I think many people will be happy to learn about if they haven't already, and that's a much requested Spiffo plushie. If you're interested in getting one of these, the devs at the Indie Stone are crowdfunding the manufacture of a Spiffo plushie, and this is being done via Makeship. So you can contribute to the campaign as of the 17th of November on the link found at the end of the blog post. So that brings us to the end of this update, and obviously I can't guarantee that these videos will keep coming as we go through a quiet period between now and build 42, but when that big update does drop, or we see some teasers along the way, I'll be sure to cover those for you guys in some way. As always, a very special thank you to my patrons for supporting the channel and getting access to our whitelisted Project Zomboid server. Currently we have a cryogenic winter wipe that's ongoing, with a stalker themed wipe starting in December. Links in the description if you're interested in joining them. Thank you folks, and I will see you all in the next one.